In 2013, Philadelphia Magazine published an article called Being White in Philly. The writer chose to profile only white residents in North Philadelphia.
Here it is. It's the current issue of Philadelphia Magazine with the headline, Being White in Philly.
An article in Ebony Magazine wrote about this article saying this is a reminder of what contemporary racism looks like, polite, discreet, even timid.
Because Mayor Nutter wrote a scathing response to the Philadelphia Human Relations Commission about this piece in your magazine that went on to talk about the abject ignorance reflected in this uninformed, ill-advised, ill-considered, uninspired, and thoroughly unimaginative lament. Your reaction?
Well, I mean, overall, I think it's ridiculous. I think, first of all, the mayor mischaracterizes the story itself. The way we did this story was that we sent one of our writers up into a white neighborhood in Philadelphia that borders on a largely black neighborhood, and had him interview white people there about their experience with race in that particular neighborhood. Some of the people he talked to had some incredibly racist, horrible, disgusting things to say. A number of other people he talked to were incredibly empathetic about the issue of race. The author concludes the piece with the idea that all people need to engage more on this topic, because we're never going to get past it as an issue unless we actually start to have a conversation about it. But beyond that, the idea that he would ask for an official rebuke of the magazine, I find fairly chilling as someone who's just an American citizen and thinks the First Amendment is pretty important.
The article was not well received among citizens of the city.
You allowed it to run because it was a safe way for you to spew your hatred that you really feel about African Americans. Now, I don't care if you're racist, but you will respect African Americans. And you will hire African Americans, because PABJ is going to hold you accountable. And I want to make it clear to you that if this is not rectified, I'm going to get at you on email, phone, cell phone, fax. We ain't going to never relax.
We need a timeline on when you would make your staff more diversified that reflects this city.
I do believe that it's really important to have a very diverse newsroom. What diversity gives you an opportunity to do, actually what it does for the audience, is it gives them a lot of different perspectives.
What have you learned? Have you learned anything that you're willing to put into place about the whole state of how African Americans are covered, and about the fact that about the necessity of diversity?
Well, I think there's been a lot of changes. For one, I came on board in 2016 in January, at the beginning of 2016. But that was following a lot of conversations that started after Philadelphia Magazine's second epic failure, which was the front cover, the September issue, I believe, of the front cover of the schools with all white children, mostly at the front, and lacking diversity on their magazine cover. Since then, we have a advisory board that is about diversity and inclusion. The chair of that board is a black attorney. We have had just an influx of diverse hires, and not just hires as in writers, but actual editors. We have currently right now, including myself, 3 black editors.
And by default, diversity will always, kind of create a system whereby we will never have this illusion of objectivity, but striving for fair and balance. And diversity allows that fair and balance because of the fact that, again, it's about being reflective of the current society that we live in.